Alright, so now that the rust reforming spray is dried, we can slide the seats back in place and stuff our new springs in there. It's basically the same procedure as taking the old ones out, but since these ones are perkier, it might take a lot more downforce. Then you just want to make sure that the spring is fully seated on both the top and bottom seats. Now we just need to repeat that for the other side and we're basically all done. It's just a matter of putting everything back together. So we can start jacking up the axle, checking every so often that nothing is moved around, and also that nothing is getting squished. Then we can lift the stabilizer bar back into place and throw the bolts in for the bushings. For now, we're just gonna snug them up and we'll torque them down later. We definitely don't want to forget about this vacuum hose again, so we'll pop that on real quick. Then we just need to reinstall the brake line brackets, which you can snug up pretty good. It doesn't have to be crazy. Now we need to align these shocks so that the holes line up, which is simply done by jacking up the axle. Then I'm gonna grease up the bolt and stick it in place from the back. Then just throw on the nut and tighten it down, hand tight, not all the way. In fact, leave it a little loose, because you're gonna want to torque it down to 56 foot-pounds once the weight of the vehicle is on it. Now that we got everything fit together pretty well, we can torque down the bushing bolts for the stabilizer bar. We'll want to torque those down to 45 foot-pounds. And that's that. Once you get the wheels back on it, you're all done. I can't wait to feel what you're like on the road. And maybe some trails if you've been good.